An art teacher at the high school named Nancy Clute was the chief person to get us all started.
And Nancy was a formidable force.
Yes.
And so I always talked to her like she was Mother Superior.
Arts Council began back in the late 70s. There was a grant that became available from the California Arts Council.
Economically and culturally, there was a significant need in our community. Larry asked me to be a part of the city wing. Unbeknownst to us, we had a counter on the county as well. So the next step was to bring the two groups together, which we managed. And through that union, we now have the Madera County Arts Council.
We got together once a month, brown bagged it at the old Chamber of Commerce office, and planned and plotted and worked towards having an arts council, and after several years, we did.
I think the formation of the council was the first milestone to be able to get a group together that actually could feel and help and promote and develop the arts. From there, it just wonderful stuff.
The cornerstone of the Arts Council is having a strong arts and education program. Art helps students excel in other academic areas.
Through the arts, children learn all the disciplines that they need to learn. PACES stands for Presenting Arts to Children in Elementary Schools. We are teaching children multiple disciplines as a means to expressing themselves more fully.
I think with music and art, there sometimes isn't a recognition of the value of each of those for the other subjects that are being taught.
That's why we have the Youth Art Program too, because every year in March we have Youth Art Month, and that gives the students to express their creativity and their emotions through their artwork. And every year we get amazing work into the gallery for the month of March.
Our annual gala, that's really where we raise a significant portion of our money to fund these local art programs in our community.
My favorite Arts Council activity is, I think, concerts in the park. And I really love to see all the families come out and people of all generations come out and just enjoy the music in the park in the summertime.
I think the fun part is when we bring people from the community together and they actually enjoy something, whether it's a concert in the park or whether it's our Celebrate Ag show. People come together.
We're a farming community. Arts isn't exactly the highest.
It was hard to persuade a farmer that the way he tilled his farms or the way his crops grew could be beautiful.
But I think most farmers are artists. I think artist is actually sort of the result of a creative process. And so farming is that way. You know, I think whether you're developing a piece of property, it's kind of, a lot of thought goes into it. And you have ideas and choices to make, and you interpret things differently than another person would.
The Celebrate Agriculture with the Arts program was created by Nancy Clute. We've continued it. It forms a wonderful bond with the agricultural community, gives the artists in Madera a sense of place. It's really fun to get to know the artists. That's probably the second thing I would mention about being the director that I loved, was when all the artists, or a handful of the artists, are at the gallery chatting and sharing artwork.
There is no one less businesslike than an artist. They're very creative and they don't necessarily know the nuts and bolts of things. And so that is what the Arts Council sort of does. It's like an agent.
The Madera County Arts Council has operated the Circle Gallery in several locations. Its current location is on Schnorr Avenue in Madera and is open to the public for them to come browse and enjoy.
It's hard to believe, 30 years, yeah, went by very quickly.
It's fun to have watched how we've evolved from that small little group where we were clamoring for space just to even sit to have a board meeting, and to where we're at now, where we have our facility.
It's been quite a venture, really, and there have been some easy times and some hard times. But you've had a bunch of dedicated people who are involved.
Reaching 30 years is truly amazing for a nonprofit art organization, and it's an incredible milestone.
I think after 30 years, It's a good time to reflect on where we've been, but also where we're going.
The arts make for better people. When you're a creative person, when you're forced to be creative in school, when you have to think, when you have to do your homework, when you have to solve a problem, you are actually becoming a more educated, or more knowledgeable, and a more productive person.
And imagine how many Monets and Picassos are out there who have never been handed a piece of chalk or some paint. That breaks my heart.
Nancy Clute, our founder, expected us to continue the dream of building the Arts Center. And the City Council of Madera, developing the Vision 2025 plan, carried that dream forward.
We got work to do.
We do.
We got work to do.
And we need a lot of community support to achieve the goals that we have.
Yeah.